And welcome back to the Angry Teacher channel. I'm Richard Williams, the Angry Teacher, and it's been a while, but today I'm going to give you my Q2 income report. It's not as late as it normally is, but so I'm getting better, I guess. But it's eye-opening a little bit. With that said, if it's your first time here, thanks for coming by. Check out all the other videos in the playlist, and I talk all things education as much as I can, whatever ticks me off, whatever I want you to learn about, or whatever I'm doing in my TPT store. So it's all those three things put together, and that's what the Angry Teacher channel is all about. If you've been here before, you already know. So whichever you are, first timer, or you've been here before, hopefully you've already hit the subscribe and you're following and you're commenting and you're interacting in the Angry Teacher community, because we need you here, we want you here, we love you, okay? So let's just participate and be a part of everything. In any case, you're here for my Q2 income report from TPT, so let's get started. So once again, we have the 6 categories. We have the views, units sold, the conversion rate, preview video views, the $50 days, and the earnings. I went to some other YouTubers for TPT. They've done the traffic and what they've their best sellers. I haven't gotten to that level yet, but I'll figure it out and I'll add that to it later. But right now it's those 6 categories. So let's get right into it. So in April, the beginning of Q2 cycle, I had 2,103 views last year. This year, my views went up to 2,625, so that's good. I'm encouraged by the views. My units sold last year were 148. This year, 125. So there's a dramatic fall. I am not too happy about that, because obviously if you sell, for the most part, not necessarily true of everything, but for the most part, if you sell less units, you make less money. Sometimes, because sometimes it depends on what you sell, but I went down, so we'll see how this goes. Previews, when they watch your videos, I think, or your PDF previews. Last year I had 34 views. This year I had 25. That means that again went down, because obviously less people are watching. My views went up though. What were they looking at? Anyway, let's move on. Conversion rate. Last year, April, was 7%. This year, and if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. This year, it was 4.8%. So my conversion rates went down. And the cool thing about TPT is that they're showing you the percentage of your change, whether it's up or down. And so it's enlightening to see it. So for my conversion rates, I went down 32% this year compared to last year. So it's kind of scary, but at least I know, okay? And I don't have to do the math. $50 days. How many days did I make $50 or higher? Last year in April, I had 5 of those days. This year, I had 6. So 1 extra day, and I had more views, but I sold less items. Drum roll. For the earnings, for April, the first month in Q2, I made $918 last year. This year I made $900. Yeah. So I went down 1.9%. Not horrible. Am I upset? Heck no. $18 short. That means one person didn't buy something for 20 bucks. I'm okay with it. That's April. Let's move on. May. My views were 1629 last year. This year 2029. So my views went up astronomically, almost 500 extra views in May. I don't know what's going on in May, away from the end of the school year that we're all getting tired and want to get to the end of it. But thank you for those views. It helped out. And I will say that last year, April, like we just found out, the views went up. So people are looking. I don't know if people are affording, but they're looking. I'll take that. All right, units sold. Last year, I sold 79 units. This year, I sold 71. 8 less, not too bad, still around the same area. The second month of my quarter, I'm not worried right now, okay? Preview video views. Last year, I had 17 of those. I need to get those up, by the way. Anyway, this year, I had 13. So that was down a little bit. People are looking less. I guess they just know what they need. They don't have to look at the previews. So they probably just look at the 3 thumbnails that you have and just keep moving instead of looking at the whole preview. But whatever it is, it works for me. It's not that much yet for me to be concerned. Conversion rates. Last year was 4.9. This year is 3.5. So I went down 28%. So last month was 32%. This month, May, was 28% less. Am I a little bit concerned? I don't know yet. $50 days, people. Last May, I had 11 of them. 2023. May was great. Yay. This year, how many $50 days did I have? Zero. Like none whatsoever. No $50 days. Now there's some days I got close to it, but I don't want to cheat and do like almost $50 days, like 48 something. No, I'm just doing $50 and higher. None of them this May. Like none. Nil. But in any case, here we are. And for drum roll time, the earnings. What did I make in May? Last year, I made $450. It's the end of the year. It was a good thing for me anyway. I wasn't complaining. This year, it was $356. So it went down. It was a scary situation. I was down 21%, and it was concerning, but here we are. We're okay. All right. Let's move on. So the last month of quarter 2 in June, it's the end of the school year in most of the United States, and so I understand it. Every year, it happens. Sales get less, and I've tapped out, so I'm not making as much or creating as many resources, and I'm tired, and so I get it. I'm not advertising enough. I didn't schedule enough. It's a whole bunch of things going on, but in any case, here we go. The views. Last year 1392, this year 1146. So once again, 200 less views. People are looking less. They're tired. They already know what they're going to do. The kids are all on a field trip, or they're getting ready for graduation, or whatever the reason is, they're looking less. So here we are. Units sold. Last year I sold 53 in June. Not bad. This year I sold 39, down 26%. So maybe people are using the same things they used last year. I don't know, but a lot less units sold. Previews. The views, last year I had 21 of those. This year I had only 10. So that was kind of hurtful because it doesn't take that long to make them, but time is put in to making them. Look at the thing. Let's look at the thing. Anyway. All right, conversion rates. Last year, 3.8%. This year, 3.4%. Not bad at all. So once again, it's the time of year. It's the same idea of less interaction on the platform because people are done. Teachers are done. $50 days. Last year, I had 11 of those in June. How many $50 days did I have in June this year? El nada. Nothing, zero, zilch, again. Why is this happening? This is not the TPT I signed up for. Anyway, and earnings, drum roll please, and we are here. Last year, $336.25. This year, $269.84. Very concerning for me. Very grateful anyway, but concerning because I expected at least a 300. So I have on my boards, and I'm probably going to have to show you one of those videos, make a video during the year, during the summer, during my planning. I have put my goals on my bulletin board, and the numbers just keep getting less and less. It's like, my goals, do I have adjustable goals? I mean, for less, it should be going higher. I don't know, but my numbers, it started from 4 digits, and it just keeps going down. Now I'm at, you know what? If I have a month of 300, I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, so that's June, the third month. Let's look at the overall for the entire quarter. Last year's quarter 2, I made, I'm sorry, my cats are everywhere. So I'm looking down, I'm looking all around, they're playing. And this is the only time I have to do it, so I have to entertain their foolishness. And bear with me. Quarter 2, last year, I made $1,704. This year, I made $1,521. I was down 11%. Not a bad quarter. I am not throwing a hissy fit yet. I'm not concerned right now, but I am very content with where I am. I haven't slipped too far from the mark, and even though I didn't go higher like I wanted, I still didn't go too far. So I'm very grateful. Thank you, all of you out there who've been supporting the hustle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My takeaways, let's see what those are. One of my girls, I had her fixed on Friday. So she's a sweetheart. She has not complained once. I kind of had the feeling that she was kind of mad at me because she was like avoiding me for part of it. But I'm like, she just had surgery. Poor thing is trying to figure out what to do with that. And now she's at my foot. She's just like the sweetest little thing. I can't pick her up yet to show her to you, but she's the coolest thing. Her name's Cookie. So think about Cookie today as she's trying to recover. She had surgery on Friday. Today is Sunday, so she's still, figuring out how to navigate this new body of hers. All right, so back to what we're here for. Takeaways. Number 1, pay attention to your traffic. Where are you getting your views? Where are you getting your sales from? Now, I've been following and listening to all the people from the experts from TPT online and on YouTube, you guys, and they've said, join Facebook groups and become a part of it and, interact and whatever. And I've been doing that. And that's been my highest source of traffic in June, Facebook. So I'm assuming it's my Facebook page, personal and the business one. And I'm a part of so many different groups. So make sure you're engaging with your Facebook groups. Note to followers, that thing works. I've been sending them out, scheduling them with Tailwind and doing my thing, and it's been paying off. People have been responding, and I'm looking at what's sold, and then I'm looking at what the note to follower was, and I'm seeing it's the same thing. Now, I haven't done UTM codes yet, and I probably should at some point, but it just sounds like it's something additional to what I already have to do, and I'm already failing to keep up. But my note to followers has been paying off, so I would recommend that for you guys. It's a good thing. Hope. Even though I'm 11% down from last year, I still have hope that back to school season is around the corner. It'll be good. People are still there, even though I'm concerned. I get concerned about a lot of things. Maybe that's why, I'm an angry teacher. I'm always upset that something is not working the way I expect it to. But the change in rhetoric for public education, the change in rhetoric for teachers and learning, and these multi-billion-dollar companies taking over education and doing all this stuff, and everybody's going with this whatever new trend is happening. And it's concerning me about us who've been in the trenches, and we're trying to navigate this space by giving our expertise. We've been in this field for from 1 to how many years we've been in the field, so we know what works and what worked in our classes, and we're trying to use them. And there's so much anti X, Y, and Z. We can't do this, we can't do that. So that's concerning me about how it affects TPT. Maybe that's affecting the sales. A lot of these private schools, they have these programs that may not accommodate getting from TPT. But I'm still going to have hope that it will work out for us, because it's our little outlet. It's financial blessing for us. It's an outlet for our creativity, what we can't do in our classes sometimes, or won't be allowed to in certain spheres. we're allowed to express ourselves on TPT or through these resources. And so I still have to have hope that it will work out eventually. So I'm hoping for a good back to school season, a good Christmas season, holiday season coming up. So we need to hang in there, okay? My final takeaway is give the changes for TPT some time. I had to talk myself into that because you saw my last video where I was really annoyed by some of the changes. And I understand, I just don't like change. However, but I understand that sometimes we do have to change. Things do have to change for it. It's a different time, different season in our lives and in TPT's platforms live. So I get it. And I'm looking at it, and some things, they kind of worked out. So we just need to give it time and see how it works out. A lot of people in the Facebook groups, they were frustrated about the when the upload of the data and how it's going to look and how it changes and how we can keep up with stuff that we've sold during the day and whatever. And at first they said it was hourly, then it went to twice a day, then it went to once a day. It just fluctuated, and now it's on the app it says it's hourly, and I think it says on my sales page that it's twice a day. So it's still conflicting, and they're still working out the kinks, I'm assuming. So I'll give it some time. It's a new platform, the new seasons are coming, new algorithm, and the SEO, we're seeing if that's working, Google Analytics 4. So all these things we have to keep in context and think about, as we've never been here at a back to school season with this new platform, the new look, the new ideas that are being implemented by TPT. Those are my takeaways. Let's be encouraged. Let's hang in there. Let's see how far we can get with this, because it's a necessary thing. As teachers, we know that everything that we do from a book is not complete, or it's not entirely in the book. Sometimes we have to augment our lessons based on who's in front of us. Every year is different. Every set of kid is different. So TPT is a needed thing, I believe. And so let's see where we can take it. As usual, thank you for hitting the subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can be updated on the next dope agri-teacher video. And I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Make sure you join my email list. Make sure you comment, you interact with me. I do try to respond as much. I think next video I'm going to do, I'll save it and just surprise you guys. Anyway, all right, love you guys. See you in the next video. Be safe.